10几年前，几位与 FinHome 基金会有关的有心人买下周围的一片土地，开始盖生态住家。凭借着节能环保的理念和不断的实验创新，造就了现在这片形形色色40-50户的绿色生态房群。不但在苏格兰是先驱，也成为后来欧洲以及世界生态村的培训种子。我们来到10年前在这区所盖的第2个生态房屋，现在是 Karen 和 Ian 的家。Ian 热心地向我们介绍他在自家庭院里种的各类蔬菜和水果，这些基本上足够他们的一年所需，多出来的就分享邻居。
Courgettes. These were grown at Cologne.
他得意地跟我们解释，这些作物每3年轮替，以保护土壤，而且院子里没有废物，割下来的草、剩余的蔬果根茎叶、不能吃的木屑，全部回收做自制的有机肥料。从一个完全不懂种植的人，到现在每天吃的是自己种的有机食物，还可以自给自足。
Fresh as it can be. The ground is dug.
新鲜的蔬菜。
So today I have to put nets around the soft fruit over here. So this house is built in larch wood, this coloured wood here, and that was farmed about 20 miles away from here. So it hasn't been transported hundreds and thousands of miles to get here, and there's not been a lot of energy expended to get it here.
More local materials.
Local materials, yes. So that's one of the big parts about building in an ecologically friendly way. The house is south-facing, and on the south side we have this very large conservatory, and the idea is that heats up in the daytime. We open the doors and windows and let the heat into the house, and then at night we shut the internal doors and windows and keep that heat inside. And then because it is such a good space, we use the conservatory to grow tomatoes, cucumbers, peppers, and to grow all our seedlings, which we're going to plant out in the garden later on. So it has many different purposes. So from about April to October, beginning of October, we don't need any internal heating at all, unless it's really cold outside. So these are tomatoes. We planted these a week ago, and a week ago they were this high. They were grown in Cologne Gardens.
So only a week?
Only a week, yes. They've grown this much. Yes.
Okay.
And then we have here's a spaghetti squash, and then we have cucumbers at the end and peppers. So at the moment it's 30 degrees centigrade in here, and outside is about 15, 16. These houses have about 10 centimeters of insulation in the walls, which is at that stage was much higher than the specification in this country. Now it is what the specification is. So what was being done here 12 years ago has now become the standard across the whole country. And the walls are all breathable. So the idea is that you build a wall so that you don't get any water trapped in the wall, and any moisture inside will permeate through the wall. So we have to be careful what kind of paints we use to make sure they're all permeable. And you make sure that every layer in the wall, the conductivity for the water gets better as you go out, so there's no trap in there. Whereas there's quite a lot of other building styles where you put barriers in the wall and they're completely impervious to water. So it's a different style of construction to have this breathable wall where the water will naturally flow out, and then you don't get problems with mold or anything like that, and you have a much nicer feeling inside the house, really.
当初建这个房子的时候，当时英国其实还找不到3层玻璃，最多只有2层玻璃这样的建材。所以在1990年代他们建这个房子的时候，其实这样的玻璃它必须要从北欧的国家进口。但是现在呢，已经到处都很容易找得到这样子的3层玻璃的建材，因为所谓的生态屋、节能屋的概念已经很普遍了。
And then the house is heated by a wood-burning stove, and that's incredibly efficient. The wood that we burn comes from the hinterland woods, which are just over there. So the wood comes by tractor that's travelled about half a kilometre. So that's about as short a distance as we get. And then we split the wood ourselves and stack it and store it for a year to dry out and then burn it. It's very controllable because when you have this part closed here, you have a huge draft coming through here, so it burns fast. And then you can also close this off and adjust the draft very carefully.
Adjust this. Oh,
yes.
Okay,
So this adjusts just the airflow through there, and that's what makes it so efficient.
苏格兰的冬天又冷又长，人们花在取暖的能源消耗很高。伊恩说，他的生态屋只要80英镑就能过冬，一年下来的能源开销只有一般家庭的1/3。
So as I said, this is an open construction so that the heat will flow upstairs. And then there's a lot about use of space as well. So this house is, they call it 1.5 stories. So the upper story, all the rooms go up into the eaves of the house. There is no loft space. So it's about efficiently using that space as well. And to do that, you have to change some of the construction inside the house to make sure that that can handle all the loads. So as you can see, it's really quite a conventional office in an eco house. In this room, we get the morning light through here and the afternoon light through here. So in that sense, it's very well constructed. You know, it's lovely aspects, different changes through the day.
You like your working area?
It's very, very nice. Yes, yes.
初春的苏格兰还透着寒意，我们坐在洒满温暖阳光的庭院里喝下午茶，真是人生的一大享受。伊恩告诉我们，他10年前到宾控参加体验周以后，决定留下来。他觉得住在这里就像是住在一个全天候的工作室，透过生态理念的亲身实践，让他更认同这种节能环保又健康的生活方式。他的建议是，低碳足迹的生活需要找个简单的起点，同时要往内来寻求智慧。
Oh yes, yes. I feel truly blessed to be here. It's something that I've been working towards for a number of years, and I just feel like everything is in place now. It's paradise for me, yes, but there's a lot of reality in there. There's still a day-to-day life that you have, but it has a lot of support.
For me, the inspiration of this place is that we all have our own inner wisdom. We all know in the deepest part of ourselves what we need to be doing and how we need to be doing it. And if we can be from that place, I think the world would be a different place.